I heard that October month was full of retrograde planets. I mean, planets going into retrograde and all those things. And though I do understand astrology to an extent, but not so much, I try and leave certain things uh, aside because I don't want to know too much. I don't want to put wet blanket on my fervor for things just because I know that certain planets are going to take a certain path. But I did hear about October month for a while by so many different people. I heard it not intentionally, but it just happened. So, anyway, so October has been a very difficult month, challenging month, challenging month on so many different levels. As soon as it started, all the work that was going on came to a screeching halt. It just stopped. And no matter how much I tried for 2 months sorry, 2 weeks at a stretch, I just kept working hard to get things going. And then finally, I had to stop because because it was a draining, it was a consuming exercise, and I had found that there is a divine time for everything. Divine is a big word, but then there is a time for everything, right? And of course, since you don't have things in your own hand, somebody else has. Something else has, right? Because no matter how much we plan, I'm going to make a video on planned economy and free economies because I just got an idea to do that. Um, all right, so things stopped working, everything that was going on. Second, health took a big hit. My health went completely southwards. I had these food allergies, excruciatingly painful, and uh, and now I'm struggling with viral fever. And then came some certain financial frauds that could have been but didn't exactly pan out the way that some fraudsters may have wanted. But I wanted to talk about it. So all this video thing is not for the heck of talking, for the heck of just showing myself, because I don't usually like doing that, but I don't have the strength to do some illustrations and make certain points and give nuggets of information, because in any case, nothing is getting into my head as well as it usually does. I have to read things twice and thrice to get half of the gist that I'm going through. It doesn't usually happen, so I do grasp things, if not very quickly, but then not too no complaints either. Not even sure I'm able to finish this video because very soon kids who play are going to scream at the top of their lungs because that's what they usually do at this hour of the day. So what was I? Okay, the point that I wanted to make has to be given with a certain preamble. Um, See, there was this website that I logged into and I was interested into something that they were doing. And I'm not a very tech savvy person. Um, Whatever is required, I only collect. Ow! Wait, just a moment. Alright, so I collect only that much information in my head which I can manage. Uh, so Anyway, so I registered myself on this website. I wanted to attend something that they were conducting, and there was a call from one of the executives from their side, and they said, okay, fill a form, register yourself. It's only 400 rupees, and I did that, but apparently nothing was working, and I wasn't getting the OTP. It all stopped after a while, but I started getting messages after a few minutes that the amount that I had in my account has been taken out. Was it this message? No, the message was that here is the OTP for taking out this much amount, and that amount was all that my account had. I don't talk about personal finance, but it's not in great shape. I don't talk about personal finance because I don't want to give it more importance than than it should. in my books. It shouldn't douse my spirits, so I don't talk about it. All right, so and then my account got frozen, and my I, okay, yeah, it got frozen, and my card got blocked. Such a horrible time, and there was a storm while I was running from police station to police station to get my complaint registered. What a horrible time that was. I mean, oh God. I don't wanna. I don't wanna get emotional. Though I felt presence of God around me, still it was a difficult time. Um, and all 6 days until things got clearer, I had the hellish time. Right. So finally, I got in touch with the local police station, the helpline. They were as supportive as they could be. But they made it clear that the money might not come back, but the guy who did this can get arrested. Um, yeah, so I was listening to all those things. These were sounds that were hitting in my head, but then I was way too sad. I was way too sad that something like this could happen. I mean, I'd heard about it, but is it that rampant? Anyway, so the next day I was supposed to submit the hard copy of the cards, uh, ze- the hard copy of the cards Xerox. Yes, and the transaction I had and everything, hard copy of all those things that I had with this guy to the helpline people, so that they could make a case out of it. And there was no. I was called early morning. There was no Xerox guy. There was no. Ultimately, I found one, and he, while taking out the photocopy, said, "Oh, you've been embezzled. You've been made," because I know so many people who have faced the same problem, and your money is not coming back, by the way, because the police won't be able to do it. I didn't believe him. Anyways, I continued listening to what he was saying, and he talked about his friend who had faced a similar problem. And then for 5 Xerox, he said, "Okay, give me 100 rupees." And I was like, "What?" In my university, they charge 2 rupees for each Xerox. So he said, "No, actually, see, there is no other shop that's open, and you need it." So I said, like, how are you different from that guy who duped me? I wasn't sure whether he had, but then since I could not contact the bank until then, and I had all the messages, text messages supporting the fact that he had duped me. So so it's one of those things, Beti Ganga mein haath dhona. Everyone is trying to dupe you because they feel that you can be duped. You are so stupid that you can be duped. Well, I don't think so. Something like that hasn't happened to me. That's not because I'm the smartest person in the world, but because the world has a lot of nice people, and we all cohabit, and we don't deceive each other. And I try to be careful. Plus, I'm talking about this because I don't have to deal with you guys on a personal level. So I just have to leave a certain lesson that I learned. Um, you're not going to get there are good probabilities that you won't come across, oops, what's happening? Things are getting so wobbly. Um, you're not going to come across your dream job or your dream man or a dream woman through some random call. There's very little probability of that, like next to nothing. So don't entertain these random calls and random websites. Telemarketing should be off completely. Go off it. So even if it is cutting down the business of these telemarketing people, let it be, because let that not be at your cost. Okay. And second, don't talk about the problems that you have had to anyone. I didn't I didn't go out of my way to talk to that photocopy guy, but then he made his own presumptions. By the way, I didn't pay him 100, I paid him 50 because I saw a point that when all shops were not open and only his, and he thought that he deserves some more money. So, anyways, not that because I'm the smartest person, but yeah, sort of smart. Anyways, so yeah, this is the conclusion of things. This is the conclusion of things that bad things will happen. Your dialogues will break down. I have had altercations with people, even though I started out at a very positive note, but then I didn't have exactly altercations. I mean, the dialogues broke down because the attitude was just not conducive. So this is retrograde period for you. Plus, when you have certain problems, especially women, please don't talk about it with everyone. They're not going to help you. They feel that they can take more advantage of you because you're a stupid person. So talk to people who don't judge you, like your mom, like your dad. Your siblings may judge you, but they can go to great lengths to help you. Um, so you don't mind being judged by them. Uh, or your partner, but sometimes what partners do, or so I've noticed and heard about from other people. They listen to you and they use it as a weapon later on. So yeah, don't expect any help from people if you have faced certain problems. If you find yourself in a soup, um, or if you're so dying to talk to people because you want to get some weight off your chest, then talk to them, but don't expect any help from them. Help will come from divine entity in form of your family or somebody you truly trust. Mm, don't allow other people to do what a sorry state of affair you're in. Don't do that. They will dupe you further. Maybe not, but this is my experience or this is my observation. Is there anything else that I want to talk about? There's so many things, but I really won't be able. I mean, so many bad things are happening all around us. So it's been a sad month. I hope the next month is good. I hope I am able to make some informative stuff as well. Okay, bye.